Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys. So, as you know, since it's Friday, we are back and we will be recapping the Real Housewives of Miami at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 a.m. Pacific. We do have Kim D joining us at 3:30 p.m. Eastern over here on the main channel. Up and Adam. That's always so much fun because Kim D not only comes over and spills the tea, but it's credible tea. And you know that she always, even if she hates someone, she'll be like, listen, I don't like them. And to be honest with you, that's not true. Even though I hate them, that's not true. So she'll tell you, she always keeps it straight. That's why I like her. Don't miss that. But we're not back to talk about Kim D or the Real Housewives of Miami recap, but we are back to talk about a Real Housewife of Miami, Dr. Nicole Martin, who fears that Miami could be coming to an end after a toxic season. She's also giving the source of a rumor. So if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So when we hear Dr. Nicole Martin talking about, well, a toxic season, yeah, we get that. I mean, even with Adriana talking about or even mentioning Frankie in comparison to her foot, just reminded me of when Jackie Goldschneider, when she mentioned, what was it, Gia Giudice doing, in college, comparing that to her husband allegedly cheating. I think that the comparison is so dangerous. And I think that this is getting a little toxic, but I feel like they can still reel it in. Thank you, Reality Blurb, for mentioning it all. Dr. Nicole Martin shaded the OG Alliance, teased drama for the reunion, and claimed that Marisol Patton was the source of the Larsa Pippen rumors. She said that she's worried that the show has this history that will perhaps repeat itself, meaning that if all of the cast, if they hate each other so much, it's an ensemble cast, who the hell is going to film with one another? If they all don't like each other, then you're not going to get all of them to come together. And if they're all not coming together, then you don't have a cast. Or you have to scrap it. And then that's exactly what we have going on with the Real Housewives of New York. And I doubt that Miami, after a launch, cancellation, relaunch, if they got canceled again, we're not getting a legacy. For sure. That's not happening. I wasn't around 10 years ago when they did season 3, but I can tell you from what I saw and what I read, that season 3 got really toxic. And there comes a point where people don't respect other people's boundaries. Maybe that could also have something to do with Larsa saying that Dr. Nicole Martin was hooking up with all of the doctors at her practice. That's a problem. When you come for people's families, you come for their careers, you come for their children, and then you start to kind of ruin their life and you start to hate everyone, right? You start to hate your fellow cast members. I agree with Dr. Nicole Martin. I don't think I could sit back and let someone say, well, I heard that you were hooking up with everybody at your job. And then on top of that, I'm like, I just got engaged and I have a child. What are you doing? Attack me. Say that my hair looks like, say you don't like my dress. Unless you have real concrete evidence or proof, why are you bringing that up? That's how I feel. She said, and hate's a strong word, but when people can't get along, how do you film a group ensemble? She said, if you can't sit across the dinner table without wanting to basically poke each other's eyes out, like how do you do a whole season? I'm honestly worried that we're teetering very close to that line where it's going to be hard to recover from some of the accusations and damages between OG and OG. I wonder if that applies. That can't be Marisol and Larsa. That would have to be Alexia and Adriana. I'm really hoping that people can be accountable for their choice of words and their actions because people need to apologize or there's no place to move forward. She then addressed the cast trip to the Bahamas, saying, I love to travel. Like I'm the first one to jump on a plane and go anywhere for any amount of time, but that's not fair. You're the first one to jump on a plane because you're the one who has a plane. She's the one who has a plane. How can you even say that? Doesn't even make sense. First one to jump on a plane. And this is probably the one trip that I regret taking. There we go. Bingo. Hit the nail on the head. She said it was exhausting. Nicole claimed that the first 24 hours, it was like That was all right. The trip to the Bahamas, it started off okay and then went downhill. If you guys didn't watch the episode, you have time. Go watch the episode right now. Watch it on Peacock so you can avoid all of the ads, but watch it because it gets really, really ugly. And I do agree with Dr. Nicole Martin when she's talking about everything getting toxic, but I don't agree also. I'm like, I teeter on that line too, because it's not such crazy, crazy complicated drama. I feel like it's still a little cotton candy. All right, guys. So on top of that, regarding Larsa's rumors, which she allegedly heard from a source via DMs, Nicole claimed that this later comes out this season. This later comes out with Marisol. She said it all comes out from Marisol. She referred to the rumors that Nicole slept with all of the doctors at her hospital and that Julia kissed a man amid her marriage to Martina. Listen to this. During the reunion taping, Andy reportedly yelled at Larsa. We heard that that was over the word bastard. That's what was said by Gertie at the Page 6 live virtual reality podcast taping at City Winery. That's what we heard. Okay. It was impressive. This is coming from Nicole. I was like, I hope they don't edit that out. Because you have to think, we filmed for almost like, I don't know, 10, 12 hours. We start at 8 o'clock in the morning. We finished at 8 o'clock at night. And this gets cut down to about 3 hours. So I was like, I hope he doesn't edit out his yelling at her because in my mind, it was well-deserved. She also added to that, he was just like, are you serious? Like, do you not see the problem with what you're saying? And no, she didn't see the problem, hence the yelling. The doctor also said that she and Larsa got nowhere as they ended the taping of the reunion. And she said, we leave the reunion the same way that we went into it, just not seeing eye to eye. This is where Marisol got mentioned again. Boom, Marisol, you know how to make an entrance and exit, and you always do it with a good old cocky. I think it all started really based on the rumors that Marisol began last year in the Hamptons. I think Alexia brought me in to the show, heard that Alexia and I had a lot in common. We were growing close at the beginning of season 4, and I just think that Marisol, being an OG, being Alexia's friend, is very controlling of Alexia and the friendships that she makes. She was like, yeah, you're not going to be my best friend or get to my best friend. And so she just decided to create a little rift with these alleged rumors that have yet to be substantiated. And at the end of the day, she just keeps coming up with one rumor after another, after another, after another. And we have yet to see anything with any proof, which is something that we don't like, Marisol. During the intense reunion, Nicole was placed in the first seat, which is an honored position in the franchise, which I am a little shocked about that she was in the first seat. I definitely felt like it was a hot seat, but I felt like everybody kind of had their moment in the hot seat. It was like a rotating hot seat, a lazy Susan. It just seemed to come often to me. I want to say that we left the reunion and everybody was like, oh, everything was hunky-dory, in the words of Kathy Hilton. But yeah, no, not at all. Things are left unresolved, and it's just going to be interesting to see where we get to next season. All right, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Go ahead and comment below. Let us know how you feel. And more importantly, before you go, we are going live right after this. So check that out, 12 p.m. Eastern. We're doing a Real Housewives of Miami recap. And then, of course, later on today at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we are going live with Kim D. So we will see you there. I love you guys so much. Happy Friday. And let's get ready for a killer-ass weekend. Bye, guys.